A very good morning to all. Welcome to the webinar on new Vembu VMBackup version 3.5. My name is Manoj. I'm here about of sales engineering with Vembu Technologies. I'll be hosting today's session. I see the attendees are quickly trying to join the session. So let's leave a minute for everyone to get joined and then we can go ahead and get started. Thank you. Hope all the attendees have joined the session. We can get started. To start with, let's have a quick intro about the company profile. Vembu Technologies is founded in the year 2004. We are a private company, profitable since 2006. We have 4,000 plus channel partners and we reached more than 60,000 businesses so far. We are headquartered in Chennai, India. 70% of our customers are from North America, 20% from Europe, and the rest 10% from Asia Pacific region. Vembu Media Suite is actually a one-stop solution for all your backup and disaster recovery needs, categorizing the requirements of small and medium-sized businesses. It actually has a group of products bundled together, and they are Vembu VMBackup, which is used for the backup and replication of VMware and Hyper-V, Vembu Image Backup that helps to do the backup and bare metal recovery of physical Windows servers and desktops, Vembu Network Backup, using which you can do granular file folder level backups and backup of applications like MS Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, Active Directory, Outlook, MySQL, etc. Vembu Online Backup is for the users who would like to do a cloud-based backup where you can directly back up the data to our cloud servers, Vembu Cloud, which is on secure Amazon environment. And Vembu SaaS Backup is a solution for backing up SaaS applications like Office 365 and Google Apps. Adding to that, we do have some add-on products. They are Vembu Offsite DR that helps you to have an offsite copy where you can replicate the data from your Vembu VR backup server to an offsite data center or an offsite SAN or NAS. So that you can do a disaster recovery, or you can even rebuild the server from the offsite data copy. And Vembu Cloud DR is helps you to set up a hybrid cloud environment where you can replicate the additional copy of the data to our cloud. So even if there is a disaster happens on the local environment, you can directly do a global level recovery from the Vembu Cloud. Vembu Media 360 helps you to do a better manageability of your servers. It is a single centralized portal where you can manage and monitor multiple media servers from one single portal. And Vembu Universal Explorer is an agentless software that helps you to do a granular recovery of applications like Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, Active Directory. Say like if it is an Exchange, you can do a mail level restore, or if it is a SQL, you can even do a database level restore with this Universal Explorer. So before we get into the product, when we speak about disaster recovery, we actually need a understanding of what is an RPO and RTO. RTO recovery time objective is like the time duration taken to recover a backed up machine after the disaster. With Vembu VMBackup, you can achieve an RTO of less than 15 minutes. And RPO is recovery point objective, is like up to which point you can recover a machine after the disaster. So when we say we can achieve an RTO of less than 15 minutes, how we can do it? Like we have three major level of recovery. One is an instant virtual machine recovery. Say like if the backed up machine is down, you can immediately spin that machine as a VM on the backup server. And instant file level recovery, where you can do a granular file folder level restore from the backed up machine. And for applications like Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, Active Directory, you can even do an application level recovery, that too in a granular form with Vembu VMBackup. And RPO is like Vembu offers near continuous data production without affecting the production data center. It has an automated backup and replication scheduling, and the backup frequencies starts from every 15 minutes. So you can, at any point, you can assure that you have an RPO of less than 15 minutes, and you can do the same with image level backups. So the backed up data is like it should be recoverable at any point of time. If not, the backups are worthless. We have come across several scenarios like the IT administrators, when they are performing a DR, they come to realize that the backed up data is corrupted and eventually they end up in data loss. To avoid such scenarios, we have implemented backup verification. It is an automated check run post completion of every backup schedule or once in a day So during this check, all the backed up virtual machines are booted up, and the boot screen will be captured as a screenshot, and the screenshot will be mailed to the administrators. So just by taking a look at this email report, just by seeing the boot screenshots, you can ensure that all the backed up machines are consistent and bootable on your backup server. And here comes the interesting part. We have an efficient storage management system implemented in Vembu VMBackup VDR. Then this is like using this we achieve these all other advanced features, which is Vembu Hive. It's an efficient file system integrated for managing the backup data of large-scale businesses. So this file system has an inbuilt version control, compression, deduplication, encryption, and error correction mechanism in it. And when we speak about migration between physical to virtual, virtual to physical, or between hybrid virtual environments like VMware to Hyper-V or vice versa, with Vembu VDR you can achieve it instantly, where the backed up machine or the backed up VM will have an instant creation of a VMDK, VHD, raw file format on the Vembu VDR server. So depending upon the environment, you can directly choose a file and perform immediate migration between V2V or V2P or V2V instantly, and all this can be achieved with very less downtime. So this is the architecture of the product. And when we speak about the software component, the very important part is the Vembu VDR backup server. This is where we'll have the storage connected, and the VM backup, image backup, network backup, or the integration services that will be pushed from the Vembu VDR server. So it is like there is no need of manually installing an agent inside a VMware server or Hyper-V server. It's purely agentless. So in the VDR server's standalone productor itself, you can directly add a VMware or Hyper-V server, and it will communicate with the VMware or Hyper-V server with this integration service called Vembu VMBackup, and from there you can configure the backups. So you can back up a VMware Hyper-V environment to this backup server. Similarly, you can back up the physical machines with image backup to this VDR server. And for the machines where you want to do granular file folder and application level backups, you can use network backup and backup to the same command. You can use Vembu online backup, where it could be a Windows, Linux, or Mac, whatever the operating system. You can use online backup and directly back up the data to our cloud. And for applications like Office 365 and Google Apps, you can use Vembu SaaS backup and directly back up the data to our cloud, Vembu Cloud. And Vembu portal is where you'll be provided with a self-service portal from where you can manage all your licenses and billing information. And for your VDR server, the licenses will be automatically supplied from your Vembu portal account. So this is the simple architecture of the product. So when we speak about Vembu VMBackup's architecture, so when you directly add a VMware server or a Hyper-V host server on a VDR server console, VMBackup is actually an integration service or a proxy that communicates with that VMware server or the Hyper-V host server. It will actually reads, encrypts, compress the data, and only the encrypted and compressed data will be sent to the Vembu VDR backup server. And here the data is again processed with Vembu Hive file system and stored with Vembu Hive intelligent file format. So from there you'll be able to do an offsite DR to an offsite data center, or to a cloud DR to our cloud, Vembu Cloud. So let's see what is new in Vembu VDR Suite version 3.5. So the new features implemented in 3.5 are, the very important one is like Vembu VDR supports simple deployment, which allows you to configure and manage VMware Hyper-V backups from the VDR backup server itself. So previously it's a legacy type where you need to manually install an agent inside a ESXi server or Hyper-V host server, which is not at all needed now. All you need is one single standalone productor, one Vembu VDR server console, where you can directly add a vCenter or a ESXi server or a Hyper-V host server. Once it is added, the integration service will communicate to it. It will pop up all the VMs, and from there you can directly configure the backup perform disaster recovery, perform restore, granular file, everything can be done from one single centralized console, and we call it as Vembu Media Suite Standalone Protector. And for VMware, you can do immediate failback and failover for the replicated VMs, and you can do IP and network remapping during failover. And also the Hyper-V backups are purely agentless. You can directly add a Hyper-V host server on the media server console and start performing the backup. SMB share support for Hyper-V backup is also integrated with Vembu Media Suite version 3.5. So this is a quite high-level overview of the features in Vembu Media Suite version 3.5. Now I'll go ahead and show you a live console of how the product looks like and how we can configure backup and perform So this is the console of a single centralized console of Vembu Media Suite version 3.5 standalone protector. Let's say if you want to configure a VMware backup, just click on backup, select VMware vSphere. Here you'll have the ability to add or map your VMware vCenter or ESXi server in it. So all you need to do is click on add VMware vSphere server, and it will just you need to select which type of server it is and click on next. And here you need to provide the host name or the IP address of this ESXi server. So once it is added, it will be listed on the VMware backup configuration page. So I've just added one from my test bed. So once you added the VMware server, just click on backup now. So what happens is it will just communicate with us with this particular VMware server using Vembu's integration service and pop up all the virtual machines running inside that particular ESXi server. So you can just pick what are all the VMs you want to configure the backup and just click on next. So this is where you can select how frequently you want to run the backup, where we can ensure the RPO and RTO of this backup. As you can see, you can even run the backup every 15 minutes once. So you can achieve an RPO of an RTO of less than 15 minutes by configuring backup in such a way. And the next part is configure the retention. This is where you can choose how many restore points you can have for this backup job. So you can do up to a max of 99 restore points for one single backup job. And again, the most interesting one is these backups are application aware. Let's say the backing up virtual machines or the physical machine has applications like Exchange or SQL running on it. Once when you enable this option, during the backup, the agent ensures that whether the applications running inside the machine is consistent or not. If it is not consistent, the backups will not happen and it will wait for the application to be back on track. So at any point of time, we can ensure that we are not only backing up the just backing up the machine, we are also backing up the applications running inside the machine at a consistent manner, so that we can ensure that we can provide an application level recovery or a granular application level recovery just by having this machine level backup. So this is where you can configure a retention, and all you need to do is just review whatever you have configured and add a backup schedule name and start running the backup. So this is a very simple wizard using which you can directly start running the backups from the media server console itself. When we speak about recovery, there are various levels of recovery available for the backup job. So all you need to do is just click on recovery and select the backup job and click on restore. So it will go ahead and pop up what are all the type of recovery we can do for this backup job. So the very important recovery method is the instant VM recovery. Let's say if the backed up VM is down and you have critical applications running on it, you can immediately boot it as a VM on the backup service hypervisor using this instant VM recovery. And if you want to rebuild the VM on the source ESXi server, you can do a live recovery to the ESXi server using this option. And if you want only some specific files and folders from the backed up virtual machine, you can do file level recovery. When you do file level recovery, what happens is the backed up image is just mounted as an additional drive on the backup server's disk management. So you can just go ahead and browse through the files and folders and copy whatever the files and folders you need. And the disk level restore is like a legacy method of restore, where you can do a selective disks to the target environment. And if you are planning to do a migration of V2V or V2P or V2V, you can just download it as a VHD, VMDK, VHDX, VMDK flat and raw image file format using this legacy download option. So these are all the various recovery methods available with Vembu VMBackup. So this is a quite high-level overview of the product, and so this is very simple and straightforward product, and there is a 30 days of trial period available for the product. So what we recommend is to directly give it a try and see. Hope you feel this product amazing. And again, this session is recorded. If any one of you need a recorded copy of this session, please send an email to vembu-sales@vembu.com, and we are happy to send a recorded copy of it. Once again, thank you all for joining the session. Have a good day.